Got a '09 Donna Street Bob that's got a leak coming from somewhere. It's a very small one, as you can see. It sat right there for about 2 days, and that's all that leaked out. We've determined that it's primary fluid, and you know, just looking on the bottom of the primary cover, everything is dry. I don't really see anything leaking. So we're gonna take the camera scope and look around in here because it looks a little wet right up under this starter. So we looked around all in there. It's dry where it connects to the starter, but we do see, it's kind of hard to see on this camera, but that's a bolt on the bottom of the starter, and there's dripping primary fluid. So there's some fluid inside of the starter that shouldn't be there. So most likely there's an O-ring where the starter mounts into the primary cover. So we're gonna take the starter off, check that O-ring. The seat off, I got the battery out. We need to remove this battery box so we can get in there. There's 3 bolts for this. It's a T40 right here, T40 right here, and a T40 right here. Take them off, that'll come right on out your way. Alright, got that box out of the way. Now you're gonna want to take out that screw right there. It's a 1/4 inch Allen, and that screw right there, it's also a 1/4 inch Allen. Then you're gonna unplug this wire, which is your solenoid wire, then your main power wire on top of the starter here. So let's get that off. So we got the starter off. There was some fluid sitting around it, was, you know, where we thought it was leaking from. I got all that cleaned out. There's an O-ring that goes around right here where it mounts to the primary cover. So it's in my finger, it come apart in 2 pieces, pretty dry rotted. So I got 2 right here that come out of an assortment pack that I have. One's a little thicker than the other. I'm gonna try to get the thick one on there if it'll mount up and slide in. So let's try to get that on, mount it back up, see what we got. Got the ring on, put a little lube on there to help it slide in place. Gotta mount this thing up. I got it in there and got it mounted. It took a little persuasion with that thicker O-ring, but it went. So I got everything snowed down, start putting it back together. A buddy of mine who owns another shop suggested I try to blow out that vent right there, which I did. It wasn't clogged or anything, but he says that can also cause, you know, the same problem we got going on. So we did it anyways, but the O-ring should have been the problem here. Alright, got it off the lift, got everything back together. Get ready to take it for a 5-mile test ride. Come back and see if we see anything. I wasn't prepared for it, so I'm in the Crocs and shorts doing this thing. Just rode it a little over 10 miles. Let everything get good and hot. I'm gonna leave it right here in this spot for about 30 minutes while I go in here and do some work on the computer, and I'll come back out and check it out. Well, it's been about 45 minutes. Best I can tell, everything seems to be dry. What is that? That's some kind of paint or something. What that is? I'm not seeing no oil though. And the bottom of that starter's dry where it was dripping before, so I think that took care of it. There you go.